Hi Sam. Are you ready for today's new word?
Hi Alex. Absolutely, what's the word for today?
Today we're learning.
Voraussetzung,
It means
requirement. Prerequisite,
Interesting. So, is that the most common meaning?
yes, exactly.
requirement.
Is the most common meaning. But be careful, as it can be confused with similar sounding words in English, like
Assumption,
I see. So, it's more about something you need to have.
right. Now, let's dive into some grammar. The word
Voraussetzung,
is a feminine noun, so it takes the article.
die
In the plural, it becomes
Voraussetzungen.
What about the verb form?
good question.
Voraussetzung,
Is a noun, not a verb. But if we look at the verb related to it, like
voraussetzen.
you say,
Ich setze voraus. Du setzt voraus.
and
Sie, es setzt voraus.
Can you share how to use it in different tenses?
certainly. In the past tense, you would say,
Ich setzte voraus.
in the perfect tense, it becomes,
Ich habe vorausgesetzt.
and for the imperative, you can say,
Setz voraus.
That sounds straightforward.
now, let's talk about the origin of the word.
Voraussetzung.
Comes from the German words
Vor.
and.
Aussetzen.
What do those parts mean?
Vor.
Means,
Before.
and,
Aussetzen.
means,
To set out. To expose.
so, it literally refers to something that is set before something else.
That's fascinating.
Now we can break down the word. It consists of the prefix,
Vor.
the root,
Setzen.
and there isn't a suffix here.
Vor.
Sets the timing, and
Setzen.
is about placing something.
Exactly. You assemble those parts to understand that it's something that needs to be placed or established first.
That makes sense.
Let's explore some similar words. First, words with the prefix.
Vor. vorbereiten.
which means
To prepare.
and,
Vorhersagen.
meaning
To predict.
What about words with the same suffix?
well, the word
Voraussetzung.
doesn't have a suffix, but we can look at other words like
Entwicklung.
which means
Development.
Can you give more examples?
sure. There are also compound words like
Vorauszahlung.
which means
Advance payment.
and,
Vorausmeldung.
meaning
Advance notice.
Got it.
now, let's practice speaking. Imagine you're applying for a job. You might say,
Die Voraussetzung für diesen Job ist Erfahrung.
which means
The requirement for this job is experience.
Let me try.
Die Voraussetzung für die Universität ist ein Abschluss.
perfect. That translates to
The requirement for the university is a diploma.
Thanks. What's another situation?
how about at the doctor's office? You could say,
Eine Voraussetzung für die Behandlung ist eine Überweisung.
meaning
A requirement for the treatment is a referral.
I'll try.
Die Voraussetzung für die Operation ist ein Gesundheitscheck.
excellent sentence. It means
The requirement for the operation is a health check.
now, let's remember that
Voraussetzung.
is feminine, which is indicated by the ending
ung.
Is there a mnemonic for remembering it?
yes. Picture a woman named
Fora.
who has a big checklist of requirements.
That's a fun image.
Moving on, this word is more formal. You might hear it in academic or professional contexts. Typical collocations include
Die Voraussetzungen schaffen.
meaning
To create the requirements. Die notwendigen Voraussetzungen.
for,
The necessary requirements.
and,
Voraussetzungen erfüllen.
meaning
To meet the requirements.
And what about similar words that might confuse me?
watch out for,
Annahme.
which means
Assumption.
and,
Voraus.
which means
Before. In advance.
let's wrap this up with some full sentences. For example,
Die Voraussetzungen für die Prüfung sind klar.
which means
The requirements for the exam are clear.
Hast du die Voraussetzungen für die Bewerbung erfüllt?
Meaning.
Did you meet the requirements for the application?
Exactly. And you can also say,
Wir haben die Voraussetzungen rechtzeitig erfüllt.
which means,
We met the requirements on time.
How about,
Die Voraussetzung für den Erfolg ist harte Arbeit.
perfect. That means,
The requirement for success is hard work.
now, let's do a quick recall check. What is the gender of?
Voraussetzung.
it's feminine.
Correct. What does it mean?
It means,
Requirement. Prerequisite.
Great. How do you say?
I set a requirement.
In German.
Ich setze eine Voraussetzung.
Yes. What is the plural form?
Die Voraussetzungen.
Right again. And can you tell me a situation where you might use?
Voraussetzung.
maybe when discussing job applications.
Exactly. You did great. To summarize, today we learned the word.
Voraussetzung.
Its meanings, grammar, and origins.
I really enjoyed this lesson.
I'm glad to hear that. Keep practicing, and you'll master it in no time.